There are 14 airports in the UK with a direct rail link, with a few of these having dedicated express services, like the Heathrow Express, Gatwick Express, Luton Airport Express, and today's example, the Stansted Express, operated by Greater Anglia using their modern fleet of Class 745 Stadler Flirts. So join me as I take a trip on board to see if the Stansted Express really is the UK's best airport train service.
Well, a very good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Hammers About. My name's James and welcome to London Liverpool Street. Now, I need to leave the country, so I need to get to Stansted Airport. How do I do that from London? Well, that's by taking the Stansted Airport Express, which you take from here in London Liverpool Street. We're going to be doing that today. So we're going to take a trip on the London Stansted Express. These are operated by Greater Anglia, I believe, and to be honest, I think we can get one of two trains, so I'm not sure what we're going to get on. And then we'll see you. Just been told off for filming by some security person in a train station. You can tell we're in London, aren't you, when everybody's really unhappy. Anyway, had to cut that short. But yes, today we're travelling on the Stansted Express to see what that's like. Because people supposedly say that this is Britain's best airport train service. So we're going to go to platform 12 here at Liverpool Street and get on board our train to Stansted Airport. Now, our train today is being operated by a 12-car Stadler Flirt unit, which were delivered a few years back to Greater Anglia. Sometimes there are other trains that operate this route. They also use the... I can't remember. I've filmed it. I'll put the name of it here. And the main thing is, though, both of these trains have different interiors, so I'm only travelling on this one today, so I can't give you an honest review on the whole Stansted Express experience because I'm not travelling on the other one. But today we're on this. There's more of these that do the Stansted Express, so we're going to do the main video on this. Now, my first impressions of the Greater Anglia Stadler Flirt Stansted Express, whatever you want to call it, is it looks nice. It looks clean, spacious. One bit of an issue already. I've sat down for about maybe a minute. These seats aren't great. These might be worse than the ones in the Class 800. They just feel really hard. And there's a stupid bar where my feet are. I'll show you that when I give you a proper seat tour in a bit, but this is just not great. Well, I know we've not left Liverpool Street yet, but there's nobody else around me, so I don't suppose why now is not as good a time as any to give you a seat tour. As you'd expect, standard class is in a 2x2 layout with airline style seats and the table seats. I've just sat in an airline style seat because that's what you're most likely going to be using. We've got this tray table here, which isn't very large. I mean, it just doesn't fit my whole hand, but it's got the little grooves to put your iPad or whatever, little cup holder, although the grooves are very small on that, so I'm not sure how good at holding your cups that would be, but yeah, it's not a massive table. Go further down, look at the leg room, which, because the seats kind of go in, it's actually decent leg room, but this is what I was talking about. I know I could sit here, but for the purpose of, if it was full, I'm going to sit here. That is just proper in the way. I can't even shove my foot through there. So I've got to sit, I want to stretch my legs, I literally have to sit like this. That is... Who put that there? Ridiculous. Also, under each pair of seats, there's only one plug socket and one USB. So if you're both wanting to use a laptop, not on this train. Also got an armrest, which is made of the world's hardest material. It's not very comfy. And lastly, the actual seat itself. It's got a nice headrest area. It's not that well padded. Neither's that. That's not too bad, but oh my god, the seat is hard, and we're leaving. Anyway, back to the seat. It is incredibly hard. Why it sticks out? It's some stupid modern ergonomic design. It's absolutely horrendous to sit on. Overall, I don't think I'm going to enjoy this journey, with the stupid metal bar restricting my legroom and the seat that's literally forcing me to stand, like literally sit to attention. It's really uncomfortable. It's proper pressing in my back. I don't like it.
We slowly weaved our way through the North London suburbs, and before we knew it, we were pulling into our first station on today's journey, Tottenham Hale.
And here we are in the very non-accessible toilet on board the Stansted Express, as it is literally about a couple of my elbows wide. I mean, it does the job. It's a toilet. It's actually fairly clean. I mean, we did only leave Liverpool Street about 15 minutes ago, so if it was in a state, I'd be very, very worried. But once again, it's a toilet. You know how many toilet tours go. It's got a toilet, obviously. It's got a sink, obviously. If it didn't, I'd be very worried. It's a toilet. It does what a toilet needs to do. That's your Stansted Express, Greater Anglia, Stadler Flirt, loo review. And I'm genuinely already resorting to sitting like this because this seat is absolutely disgustingly uncomfortable. How is it so hard there? Why is it sticking to your back so much? The problem is, already, like, it's a nice train. It's bright, it's airy, it's really smooth and quiet. But the seats massively let it down. Like, this could have the potential to be one of the best trains in the country if it had different seats. What? Just a waste. I should have known this journey wasn't going to go very well when I got told off for filming in the train station. Ah well, the sooner we get to Stansted, the better. I genuinely think this train is more uncomfortable than the Stansted that I travelled in Poland. And if you haven't seen that video, go give that one a watch after you finish this. I'll pop a link in one of these corners. I don't know which one it is. But this is now top of the list for the most uncomfortable train seat I've ever travelled on. I mean, the Stansted in Poland was bad, but this is just absolutely horrifically uncomfortable.
As we travelled across Essex, we soon came to our second station on today's trip, Harlow Town. And after leaving Harlow, it was time to reflect on today's journey. Now, in all, it wasn't a bad journey. The train itself was very clean, bright, spacious, incredibly smooth and quiet. Everything you would expect from a nice modern train, but it wasn't at all comfortable, which is why when I saw a plane landing out the window, I was very happy, as it meant we were close to Stansted and I didn't have to endure these horrible seats any longer. I'm going to rate the Stansted Express a 6 out of 10. It is a shame really, because these seats massively let down what could have been one of Britain's best trains. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Stansted Express or any of the other Greater Anglia routes that use these trains in the comments below.
Well, there we have it, everybody. That was the experience on the uncomfortable Stansted Express. I decided to come up at the station because I was kind of like loitering around to film a bit, but a lot of the staff were giving me the eyes, so I didn't want to get told off for the second time in this video. It's just something about London and the south. They're really unfriendly. Should have stayed up north, shouldn't I? Anyway, overall thoughts. That has a potential to be one of the best trains in the country by far. But the seats massively let it down, which is incredibly disappointing. Because if they had, say, imagine that train, the comfort and everything of that train, wait ride, but with the seats from an Intercity 225, that would be the perfect train. But it is now the top of my most uncomfortable train seats ever. Horrible. So anyway, if you guys have made it to this far in the video, thank you very much for watching so far, watching me ramble on while I break my back. Well, I've now got to go and sit on a Ryanair flight, so it's not been a great day for me back, unfortunately. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you have made it this far once again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts if you've travelled with Greater Anglia on any of their Stadler Flirt services, whether it's been the Stansted Express or not. Let me know if you think it's as bad as I'm saying it is. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. You might have a better shaped back than me. I don't know. Anyway, so once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you very much, and goodbye for now.